Happy Sunday. I always look at my hair when I'm in this light because I can see if I did it good or not. Okay, I'm turning, this is like blowing me out. I'm gonna lower it. So, I wanted to come, let me share this. Share. And share. I'm just sharing this everywhere. Sorry, y'all. But I wanted to come live because I've had a lot of people get the airbrush lately and they've got it in their hands and I think they're thinking, how easy can this be? It's just a brush that I'm spraying on my face, and yes, it is as easy as that. I mean, you turn it on and it sprays, but there is a technique. And what I'm hearing so far is people using it, and then they're messaging me and they're saying, how long do I have to return this? And it hasn't just been one person, it's been a couple. But can I tell you something? The people that are saying that are the people that haven't watched the videos, the tutorial videos in my inner circle or on my YouTube channel. And the people that are watching the videos before they get it are loving it after they've used it, okay? So I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not calling anyone out, but that is the number one mistake you can make with the airbrush is not watching the videos before you use it. It is as simple as spraying it on your face, but I think we tend to think of airbrush like traditional makeup, and it's not. With traditional makeup, you know, we put it on with a brush and we blot it all out until we get the coverage we want. Whereas with an airbrush, you're not doing all your coverage in one spot at once. You're doing your whole face and spraying until you get the coverage you want. You're not staying in one spot. So people are getting cakey looks, people are getting uneven splotchiness, people are getting their face is feeling sticky. These are all the things. If this is happening to you when you're using your airbrush, you haven't mastered the technique yet. And it doesn't take long to master the technique. You've got to watch the videos and you got to keep using it. Most of my people who use it, they aren't even near me, so I can't even help them out. But I can guarantee that, like, one of my friends who just bought it and loves it. She's in Texas. She watched videos before she got it. Another friend who lives in Florida, she watched the videos before she got it, and they are loving it. And I have way more than that people who are loving it, but the people lately and I even tell people, I say, be sure, I'm going to add you to my inner circle. Be sure to watch the videos before you use it. And they're not doing it because they message me back and they're saying, I don't like it. And then I ask them, well, you know, that's okay. You just started using it. Did you watch the videos yet? The tutorials in my VIP group? No, I haven't yet. Okay. So, it's nothing bad about anyone because people tend to think that once they get something, it's going to be just like putting normal makeup on. It is not putting normal makeup on. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I had to count my drops. Obviously, too, since you're using, you know, this little, like 6 to 8 drops, there is a special technique to it. And that's why, if you notice, it comes with your airbrush comes with a DVD. And it comes with a little thing where you can attach to an app and you can watch this other person. You don't even have to watch my videos. But if you don't want to watch the DVD, you can download the app and watch the stuff on the app. That is why people That's the number one mistake you can make. There are way other mistakes. I actually talk about mistakes that you can make while I'm doing this, but there are other mistakes you can make, but that's the number one. So, first of all, when you turn it on, see how far away I have it? You want to have it 6 to 8 inches away from your face. You're going to want to get up really close like this and get in there and just spray it. Don't do that. That makes you look like you have traditional makeup on. You want to hold it 6 to 8 inches away from your face. And actually, 4 finger widths is a good gauge, okay? You'll see me going closer at some points, that's fine, but you don't want to do that the whole time, okay? So this is still just air. You can see the air. But here's another mistake people make, is going like this, staying in one spot until you get exactly the coverage you want. Don't do it. Don't stay in one spot. You're not giving your airbrush, your makeup, because it's water-based, you're not giving it enough time to dry, first of all. And so, when you go and paint over, like if you're painting a wall and you paint over a spot that's still wet, you're just moving the paint around and you're going to see the paint. The whole point of airbrush is not to see anything on your face. Because people wear makeup and they can see, you can see the makeup on their face. But when you use airbrush, it's sending these super microscopic little beads of paint, essentially, or beads of water-based foundation to your face, and it sits on top instead of going in like you do when you use regular foundation. Okay, so that's a number 2 mistake. I'm gonna start spraying it. Okay, so you guys you probably can't see it spraying out. You could probably see. Can you see that? The other mistake people make is the trigger. Now, if they watch the videos, they'd know this, but you don't pull the trigger all the way back when you're spraying. You only pull the trigger all the way back whenever you want to clean your airbrush. So unless you want to clean your face with your airbrush, which you probably wouldn't want to do, don't pull the trigger all the way back. Pull it halfway back. That gives the right amount of PSI that you need to get the foundation out. And do you see how I'm keeping it moving? I kind of go in circular motions all the way around, and by the time I get back to this side of my face, this side's already dry. So I just go around again, and there's certain spots that I always forget when I do my airbrush, and I'm sure everyone has their different spots, but I forget right here, because we're so focused on doing this part. Don't forget this area right here, and then this middle area, and that's my area where I have the most redness. But it's just makeup. It's not scary at all, but I've had so many people, and it's okay to get frustrated. We all get frustrated, because if you think about it, you are doing something new. If people need to think of airbrush as learning how to ride a bike, okay? When you buy a bike, when you're a kid or whatever, and your parents buy you a bike, most of the time when you get on the bike, you're not going to be able to ride it the first time. But your parents aren't just going to go return the bike because you tried it one time and you can't ride it, okay? The airbrush is the same thing. You buy the airbrush, it's like riding a bike. The more you do it, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have issues. You're not going to get the look you want. But the more you use it, then you're going to become an expert bike rider. And the same thing goes for the airbrush. Just like a bike, you wouldn't go return a bike after the first time you didn't like it, okay? So you don't want to return it if you try it for 2 or 3 times and you still can't get it how you want it. It takes practice. And honestly, if you sit for I know for one person I had, and this is okay, one person said it took her 20 to 30 minutes to put on her airbrush foundation. Guys, it should not take that long at all. It's taking me longer right now because I'm talking to you, but this usually takes me, see, it's already done. The foundation is gone. So I'm not sure, I'm wondering if when people, the other issue is instead of pulling it all the way back, some people don't pull it back far enough. So nothing's coming out. So if nothing's coming out, then you just need to adjust your finger a little bit, message whoever your consultant is. If I'm your consultant, message me and say, you know what? I can't get the look I want, and we will troubleshoot. I can FaceTime with you on the phone. We can video chat via Facebook, which is awesome. I can come to your house and do a one-on-one tutorial with you. It's so simple to get it fixed. I mean, if you're in my area. If you're not in my area, then we will do whatever we have to do to get it fixed. But you want to make sure that you're watching the videos. That's the number one mistake. Okay. I'm going to use the lip jelly. This is amazing. It provides a little bit of color, but it has a little bit of plumping action to it. No, it doesn't make your lips huge and make you look like a duck face. It has a little tingle to it, and it's ultra hydrating. And basically what it does, for some people, it actually makes their lips look a little bigger. But for me, it just makes my lips look fuller and like they have less of the lines. Because essentially, if you didn't know this, the lines are from dehydrated lips, basically. Also, they're kind of hereditary. Because I have a friend who has gorgeous lips and she has no lines in it. And I think she may be my age or a little older. But you can see it has a really pretty, just subtle color to it. Like, especially if you don't wear lipstick, the lip jelly is amazing. And if you use the pomegranate lip scrub beforehand, I keep that in my shower, it's even better. Okay, what was I doing? I'm just gonna put, here's my click and place. I'm just gonna put a little bit of color on my eyes, not too much, because we're not doing a lot today. We're actually just going grocery shopping, and we're going to Costco, which may be a huge mistake because it's the Sunday before Thanksgiving, but we tend to get there like right when they open. And sometimes, you know, they open early, like a couple minutes early. If you didn't know that, you didn't hear it from me, because I don't want you going to my Costco and making it all crowded before they open. But that's my tip. So I think I'm going to use that for my blush too. But like I said, buying an airbrush is a life changer, but you have to get used to doing your makeup differently than you're used to doing it. So I think from now on, I'm going to use that analogy that I compared to learning how to ride a bike. At least with this, you won't fall off the bike and get scraped up on your knees. It's just makeup, so you can wipe it off. But airbrush is not as simple as going into Sephora, buying a color or foundation that looks good for you, bringing it home, and applying it with a beauty blender or a brush. It's a different... Did you hear my stomach? That was a growl. It's a different animal. But with practice, you will get it. And that's the same thing for like our jobs that we have, or like typing, learning how to type, or learning something new. You're not going to quit doing it after the first time. And you're going to get frustrated, but it's completely different, like something that you've never done, and that's okay. So don't be afraid. Because yes, you do have the 60-day money-back guarantee. Sorry, I get really passionate about this. You do have the 60-day money-back guarantee, but they give you 60 days for a reason, because it takes practice to use it. They do give you 30 days color match guarantee. So if it's not the right color, you don't like the foundation, we can get you new color, new foundation sent to you without even having to send the other stuff back. But when it comes to using it, and getting used to using it, that's why they do 60 days. And that's why it's so good, because it gives you time to practice with it. And if you practice with it and you're doing it well, and you're doing it like you should be doing it, and you don't like the look of it, then that's when you can return it. Now, if you don't like the look of it, you may like the look of foundation on your face. So caked on foundation, some people like that look, and it's not bad. But if you want to have a flawless face with feeling like there's nothing on your face, and not having to clean brushes, foundation brushes or beauty blenders, then you want to try it. That's what I tell people. You may try it and you don't like it after you've used it, but that's when you can return it. I mean, it's not like you're stuck with it. And that's the nice thing about the payment plan, because when they have the payment plan, you're not paying the full price, which isn't even that expensive. It's $140 for everything. when you return it, if you make the payment plan, you're only spending $20 up front. So let's say you've used it, you've learned how to use it, you don't like using it, you paid $19.95 to get it the first month, and then the next month you made a payment, or they take out a payment of $40, I think it's $45 if you include the processing fee. They return the $45 and they return the $19.95 once you return the airbrush. So it's something that, I mean, if you go by normal foundation, you're not going to get that kind of a deal, I gotta say. And a lot of people, and then the other nice thing is that you're paying $139 total, and that includes the airbrush, that includes 2 full-size bottles of foundation, that includes a blush, that includes a highlighter, and a free mascara, and a free lip and eye palette. So it's completely different applying it, and it's completely different than anything else you would ever get. So my only ask is that if you decide to try it, that you not, that first of all, you watch the videos in my inner circle. Next, you follow what I instruct, and then you give it time to get used to it, because you're learning. And we all learn when we first started using this. And there are some of us that love it and keep going, and there are some people that The thing is, I don't want you to buy it and then not use it. I'd rather you not buy it at all if you're not going to use it, because if you use it, it can be life-altering. I'm just saying, most makeup is not like life-altering. Airbrush makeup is. So that's it. Sorry, I rambled on. I get very passionate about it, and it's been kind of like I just want people to watch the videos. I tell you to watch the videos for a reason. And now, if you're watching this now you know. Don't just take what I say with a grain of salt, because you may have a bad first experience when you use it. Because when I first used it, I did not like it, to be honest with you. But I used it every single day for 7 days, which is what they recommend, 7-day challenge. And I got better and better. And I watched videos, and I learned how to become a pro at it. So now I love it. And yes, I get the coverage I want because I'd become a pro. And I'm only using 6 drops of makeup. 6 freaking drops, people. So if you practice, you will get it. I promise. Okay. I'm done. Sorry for going off. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.